Okay, we're going to probably have a really short pregame because there's no PA. They've clamped down on things, so there's no PA announcer. Yeah, exactly. I know it. I went to the restroom and I was locked out of the gym because they've clamped down on things. No, I just went out in the lobby, but when I tried to get back in, it was all locked. Okay. I'll make it real short and get it to a break. Oh, yeah. We'll get one in for sure. I think they'll do introductions. It just won't be the whole giant production like we're used to. Hi again, everyone. Welcome to the Dog Pound. The number 2 ranked Las Cruces Bulldawgs, who are undefeated, and they are now 19-0. Take on Alamogordo, who's 7-7. Both teams had resounding victories last night. Alamogordo defeated Gadsden a bunch to a little. I think it was 87-30 or something along those lines. Cruces High thumped Centennial by 30. So the Bulldogs are 18-0. I think I said they were 19-0. They're 18-0. Alamogordo 7-7. It's supposed to tip off here in a couple of minutes. Let's take a break, and we'll have more for you on our countdown to tip off on Cool Oldies.
Trojans, Knights, and Hawks. After the game,
Welcome back to the countdown to tip off, William.
Website at steve-eric.com and featured listings with information
Tonight's game is presented by Intramural State Farm Insurance, like the English State Farm.
Welcome back to the countdown to tip off. William Benjamin, the head coach of the Bulldogs, our guest in a makeup game with Alamogordo this afternoon. Give us a little scouting report on the matchup today.
Alamogordo's young. They have a new coach. Young kids playing hard. we're going to have to execute in order for us to have success. But they have a young coach, new guy, and so he's trying to implement his thing, and so it's going to be interesting. I really don't know that much more.
What's your focus this afternoon? Things you maybe want to keep an eye on that maybe you want to clean up or whatever.
We just got to get better. We just have to do a better job of doing the little things, of running the court, of being in help side defense, limiting teams to one shot. It's just a process of us just getting better. It's not a matter of who we play. It's about us getting better to help us be ready for that next game.
Well, good luck to the Bulldogs.
Thank you, Joe.
All right, Coach Benjamin, our guest, back after this on Cool Oldies.
How much time do I have for this one?
Well, the anthem just finished. If they do starting lineups, you probably got about a minute. And they're going to do starting lineups, it appears. Okay, we'll try it. If we miss tip-off, you're fired. Yeah, I hate to threaten you. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know how fast. It's Keith doing the PA, so I think it's going to go really fast. Yeah, no problem. It's just he's almost done with Alamogordo already. So we're playing it by ear.
Number 20, and number 24, ladies and gentlemen, and now, for the
All right, he's starting the Bulldogs now. So I think we're in good shape. He's doing the Bulldog starters now. Checking 1, 2, check. I'm checking my recorder here. We're going to be okay. We're going to make it. We live to fight another day here.
Tonight's game is presented by Undefeated State Farm Insurance, like the Beaver State Farm.
Welcome back to the Dog Pound. The Bulldog Gymnasium as Las Cruces gets sets to take on Alamogordo here this afternoon. Tigers in their black uniforms, gold numerals. Bulldogs are wearing their white home uniforms and blue numbers. Bulldogs undefeated. Alamogordo 7-7. Starters for the Tigers, Deonta Bynum, a 5'10 sophomore at 6.9 points per game. Jason Warren, a 6'3 sophomore at 6.9 points a game. John Henry Cifuentes, a 5'10 junior at 2.3 points a game. Kai Bickham, their leading scorer at 12.5 points a game, a sophomore guard. And Brett George, a 6'7 junior center at 3.3 points a game. The Bulldogs have Isaiah Carr, Caden Self, David Cruz, Shug Valles, and Deuce, William Benjamin. They've installed new protocols since last night. All the fans are up top. It's a double-decker gym. And the ball tossed in the air, and the tip is controlled by the Bulldogs. So if you're watching on our video stream on Facebook or YouTube, all the fans are up above the concourse in the upper level. So there are fans here, but none of them are down below the concourse. Bulldogs have the basketball. Valles gives it off to Benjamin, left of the key, head fake, one-step dribble, jumper off the front of the rim, no good. Carr rebounds, misses the layup. Rebound to Cruz, to Valles. Valles gives it off to Carr, and he lays it up, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. Nothing. The score on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard, 7:33 to play in the opening quarter. Foul goes against number 1, Deonta Bynum, 5'10 sophomore. And Carr goes to the free throw line, and he'll shoot 2. First on the way, perfect. Isaiah averages 18.4 points per ball game. .59% free throw shooter, but he hits both. And the Bulldogs lead it 2-0 here on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard. Bulldogs trapping. Benjamin steals it, saves it in to Self. Self takes it up, and he's grabbed by the arm and fouled, and he'll shoot 2. Foul goes against Kai Bickham, the 5'9 sophomore guard, who's their leading scorer at 12.5 points a game, picks up the foul. And so Caden Self, a 6'6 junior who averages 10.2 points per game, a 73% free throw shooter, will go to the line. And Self's free throw good. And it's 3-0 Las Cruces, all on free throws. And the next free throw on the way, in and out, no good. So he hits one of the 2, and the Tigers rebound. Bynum gets it in the front court to Warren and then gets it back. Bynum wears number 1, puts it on the floor, left-handed dribble, feeds it off right side to Cifuentes. Cifuentes at the head of the key, penetrates, kicks out, Bickham for 3, straight on. It's a little long rebound, caroms out all the way almost to the center stripe. Benjamin takes it on the run. Nice look and a layup, and it's good for Shug Valles. William Benjamin with a beautiful assist on the fast break off the rebound that came out nearly to midcourt. Tigers break the press and get it across. Warren leaves it for Bickham. Bulldogs up 5-0, 6:46 to play in the first quarter on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard. Out on top, Bynum takes it to the left wing. Feeds it out on top to George. George, 6'7". He has Carr on him in the man-to-man. Off to Bickham at the head of the key. Right side, it goes to Cifuentes. Out on top to Bynum. Tigers at 7-7. Thumped Gadsden last night. Here's a 3. Good. Bynum hits the 3-point bucket. And it's 5-3. Las Cruces' lead is trimmed to 2 with 6:10 to play in the opening quarter. Tigers picking up the Bulldogs man-to-man. Bulldogs start the flex, and they get it to Carr underneath, and he lays it up and in. Looked like he was too far underneath maybe to operate. Well, when you're 6'11", you figure out a way to reach back in on the other side of the bucket and lay it up and in. That was actually a tougher shot than it looked like because he was so far underneath the basket. He was almost kind of behind the backboard when he caught the pass. Ball goes out of bounds on the other end. It belongs to the Tigers. Bulldogs 7, Tigers 3, 5:46 to play in the opening quarter. Tigers looking to get it in, and they do. Bickham with it. Bickham to Bynum. Bynum near the center circle. Bynum right of the key. Kills his dribble. Feeds it out off on top to Warren. Warren swings the ball and takes a one-step dribble. Gets him right of the key. Gives it off to Bynum. Bynum will penetrate. Pull-up jumper from 15. Contested. It's no good. Rebound to Benjamin. Benjamin ahead to Self. One-step dribble to the hole. Lays it up no good. Draws the foul. It's on Bickham. That's his second. He's their leading scorer, and he's in early foul trouble. 5:21 to play in the opening quarter. Bulldogs by 4. And Self to the line where he's 1 for 2, a 73% free throw shooter on the season. First is good. And it's 8-3 Bulldogs with 5:21 to play in the first quarter on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard. And the next free throw, no good. Carr keeps it alive, puts it up, no good. Puts it up again, no good. Gets it back, lays it up and in. He's fouled, and it counts. Well, Carr was boxed out. He just had so much of a height advantage that he kept getting the rebound, reaching over the top. Basket counts, 10-3 Dogs. Foul goes against Brett George, the 6'7 junior. It's his first. Carr's free throw on the way and off. No good. He's 2 for 3 at the line. Tigers rebound. Bulldogs press even though they missed a free throw, and Benjamin knocks the ball away and into the stands. They're rolled up down there. All the fans are up above and the bottom off limits, but to a handful of the privileged folks. Bickham, left of the key. Here's Warren. Hits a 3-point bucket. Jason Warren averages 7 points a game. And it's 10-6. The Bulldog lead is 4:55 to play in the first quarter. Benjamin left of the key, kicks left corner. Cruz for three, good. David Cruz, a 38% three-point shooter, drains it from the left corner. And the Bulldog lead is 7. Bulldogs pressing a steal and a dump off to Benjamin. He missed underneath. It was a little more than a layup by a foot or two, and he missed it. Rebound Tigers. Cifuentes in the front court. Gives it off to Bynum. Bynum shot blocked by a retreating Self. Bynum gets it back. Bickham right of the key, staying in there despite the 2 early fouls. 4:20 to play first quarter. Bulldogs by 7. Tiger ball. Cifuentes at the head of the key. Gives it off left side to Warren. He gives it off to Deonta Bynum. Bynum dribbling with it on the left wing. Starts in, backs it away now. Gives it off left side to Warren. Warren operates into the paint. Kick out. George, the big guy, going to the hole, and Carr swats it. And it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. Halfway through the first quarter, Bulldogs substituting. Hicks and Mitchell come in. Self and Cruz come out of the game. Tigers will send in Gabriel Guadalupe, a senior. And Bickham will come out. He's got the 2 fouls. Coach Nee coaching him up a little bit on playing with fouls here and what he wants him to do to not foul anymore here in the first half, as he's got 2 already. He'll take a rest on the bench. Tiger basketball. Cifuentes in the right corner. Tosses it out on top. They swing it off left side to Guadalupe for a 3. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Weak side rebound to Hicks. Shovels it off. Valles feeds it across to Benjamin. NBA 3 from the left wing is short. Rebound to Carr. He missed. Rebound to Carr. He lays it up and in. Isaiah Carr's got 8, and it's 15-6. Las Cruces high with the lead, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers as the Bulldogs slap on the press. 3:24 to play in the first quarter. 15-6, the Dogs with the lead. Cifuentes to throw it in. Gets it into Warren, who's double teamed. Steal underneath Hicks with it, and he's fouled. The steal was by Valles, and then he dumped it off to Hicks, who draws the foul and goes to the free throw line. So the Bulldog press working. Foul goes against Jason Warren, his first. 5th against the Tigers already. Bulldogs have not committed a foul. Hicks to shoot 2. Hicks free throw a little long. 67% on the season. Dustin averages 2.6 points per game. Hicks at the line for his second free throw. Rolls around and in. And it's now 16-6 Las Cruces. 3:18 to play in the first quarter. Tigers beat the press this time. They get it in the front court to Warren. Warren over Carr, no good. Carr rebounds the miss. He'll change your shot even if you get it off. Outlet stolen away by Guadalupe. He launches, misses badly. Carr rebounds. Your Bulldogs out breaking. Benjamin 2-on-1. Crossover, Euro step. Ball knocked out of bounds. It belongs to the Dogs. 2:56 to play in the opening quarter. Dogs by 10 with the basketball. Valles to trigger, gets it into Benjamin. He lays it up and in. So they score off the inbounds. Deuce with his first points of the game give the Bulldogs a 12-point lead. Bulldogs in a trapping full-court press. Bynum at the free throw line in the backcourt. Gives it off to Guadalupe. Gets it back. Gets it across. Now he's driving and attacking. Kicks left corner for an open 3 that's no good by Cifuentes. Tigers with the offensive rebound. Send it out on the perimeter, and they'll reset down 12. George at the free throw line. Free throw line jumper, no good. He's a lefty. Have a little collision in the lane. Rebound came out long to Mitchell. Here come the Bulldogs. Deuce is pushing it. Getting to the hole. Lays it up and in. So Benjamin with 4 now, and the Bulldogs lead at 20-6 on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard. 2:09 to play in the first quarter, and a blocking foul against Shug Valles in the press. That's the first foul against the Bulldogs. Caleb Carr is going to come into the game. He checks in. Usually Isaiah gets a breather, and there's a timeout on the floor. Dogs 20, Tigers 6, 2:07 to play in the first quarter on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard. A minute break on Cool Oldies.
La Posta de Mesilla Restaurant and Cantina, a Mesilla Valley treasure and tradition, 1939. Wander through a lobby full of tropical birds and fish while dining in historic old adobe dining rooms, or outside in one of the most elegant courtyards in the Southwest. Although famous for their award-winning Mexican food, the best-kept secret may be their steak, chicken, and shrimp fajitas, and green chili cheeseburger. Top it off with La Costa's homemade empanadas and ice cream, or Mexican churros with their special chocolate sauce. And of course, a visit to La Costa is not complete with one of the award-winning margaritas, now including the new Margarita Mini Flight. La Costa de Masia, still everyone's favorite stop on the Old Butterfield Stagecoach Trail. La Costa de Masia wishes the Bulldogs, Knights, Trojans, and Hawks good luck tonight.
Tonight's game is presented by Ben Trujillo State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Tonight's game is presented by Ben Trujillo State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back. It's 20-6 Bulldogs. Timeout was taken by Alamogordo. It's Tiger basketball. George with it left of the key out on top to Bynum. Bynum fires it off to Cifuentes, and it's knocked away by Valles of Las Cruces, and it'll stay with Alamogordo. 1:52 to play in the first quarter. Bulldogs 20, Tigers 6 on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard. Bynum working on Hicks. This game was supposed to occur on Tuesday night, I think. Maybe it was last Friday. Anyway, it's been postponed till this afternoon. So it's a reschedule. Bynum drives the left wing, gets inside, dishes off into the corner. George chases down the ball after it bounced twice on the hardwood. Bynum penetrates the top, and the ball goes out of bounds off the Bulldogs. It's Tiger basketball. Into the game for the Dogs is Esteban Francia. And coming out of the game is Shug Valles. Inbounds pass and a jumper on the way off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound to the Tigers on the weak side. It was Bynum that missed. Rebound pulled down by Sanders, who's checked into the game for Alamogordo. Bynum with it at the head of the key. Left side to George. Out on top to Sanders. Sanders goes to the left side of the key, and they throw it around the perimeter. Bynum finds a soft spot, shoots from the free throw line, and he hits. He's got 5. He averages almost 7 points a game, 6.9 to be exact. 20-8 Bulldogs. 53 seconds to play first quarter. Benjamin drives, kicks to Caleb Carr for the layup, +1. We'll see who the foul is on when they post it on the board. Trey Sanders, 6'3" sophomore center, picks up the foul. Caleb Carr, a 56% free throw shooter, averages 4.2 points a game, trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Goes in and comes out. Rebound kept alive. Tigers come out of there with the basketball. Bynum brings it up the floor, throws it off right side to Cifuentes for a 3, no good. Weak side rebound to George, takes it up over Caleb Carr, no good. Carr had it, George has it now, takes it back up and scores, and a foul against the Bulldogs. Brett George, the 6'7" junior with the bucket hustling, and it's 20-10. The scoreboard says 22-10. 22-10, the Bulldogs with the lead. 34 seconds to play first quarter. The foul goes against Dustin Hicks, his first. And it'll be Brett George at the free throw line. He's a 33% free throw shooter. And the free throw on the way, front iron and drops. So 3 for George, and it's 22-11. The Bulldogs with the lead with 30 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Benjamin brings it up for the Dogs. Benjamin launches from in between the circles and left it off the front of the rim. Rebound to Cifuentes. Cifuentes gives it off to Bynum. They double him and trap him at the center circle. He gets out of that trap and fires it off. They swing it into the left corner. Cifuentes open for a 3. He missed it. Ball out of bounds to the Tigers with 7.7 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Bulldogs 22, Tigers 11 on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard. Tiger basketball. Sanders gets it into George. George lays it up and in. He's got 5 of Alamogordo's 13. 1 second to play, and a half-court shot by Benjamin nicks the front of the iron, and we played 1. Bulldogs 22, Tigers 13 on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard at the end of one quarter of play. Back in a minute on Cool Oldies.
Get ready for the big game with a 10-person party pack from the game for only $70. That is on point. Feed 10 people for $70. 40 wings served up to 5 sauces and ranch. 20 pork backs cut into bite-sized pieces, perfect for pickings. Pints of salsa and queso, including a bag of chips plus quarantine ports of margaritas. The big game, Sunday, February 13th. Order your big game party pack today. The Game Sports Bar and Grill 10-person party pack, a winning combination every time.
That's just worth operating total tax, accounting, consulting services, independently expect
Tonight's game is presented by Ben Trujillo State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back. Jeff Matthews with you. Glad to have you along on Cool Oldies, 104.5 FM, AM 570. And we welcome those watching on the Mesilla Valley News Facebook and YouTube channels or any other destination where this is streaming. We're glad to have you along. They've put in restrictions and pushed the fans to the upper level and spread the benches around with this surge of COVID that's going on. Here's a steal by the Dogs. Benjamin up high for self. They can't connect for the bucket. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Bulldog basketball. 7:43 to play in the half. The Bulldogs by 9 on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard. Baez to throw it in, gets it into Benjamin right underneath the bucket for a layup. Easy hoop, 6 points for Benjamin, and it's 24-13. The Bulldogs lead it. That was the first bucket of the second quarter. And on the other end, a layup for the Tigers as they beat the press. Trey Sanders finishes 24-15. The Bulldog lead is 9. Self, left corner, dribbling with it, pivots, goes baseline, gets to the hoop, puts it up, no good. Rebound Tigers. Bynum brings it up. Bynum feeds it off in the left corner to Cifuentes. He puts it underneath, and it's knocked right back out of there by Self and out of bounds to the Tigers. Dogs by 9. Last night it was Mayfield defeating Oregon Mountain 67-64. Huge comeback for the Trojans, down 17 at one time. Came back and won the ball game with a big fourth quarter. Big second half, really. Here it's the Bulldogs by 9. Tigers with the basketball. Bulldogs trapping out on the wing. There's a scramble for the loose ball. Benjamin has it, covers it up, and calls a timeout. So timeout on the floor, 6:46 to play in the second quarter. Dogs 24, Tigers 15. Back in 30 seconds on Cool Oldies.
Get ready for the big game with a 10-person party pack from the game for only $70. That is on point. Feed 10 people for $70. 40 wings served up to 5 sauces and ranch. 20 pork backs cut into bite-sized pieces, perfect for pickles. Pints of salsa and queso, including a bag of chips plus quarantine ports of margaritas. The big game, Sunday, February 13th. Order your big game party pack today. The Game Sports Bar and Grill 10-person party pack, a winning combination every time. Tonight's game is presented by Ben Trujillo State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So it's Bulldog basketball with 6:46 to play in the half. Bulldogs 24, Tigers 15. Benjamin brings it across the timeline to Carr. Carr underneath the hoop. Misses the banker, but he's fouled, and he'll earn a trip to the free throw line. That's foul number 7 against Alamogordo. So the Bulldogs will be in the bonus the rest of the first half, leading it by 9. Foul went against Sanders, his second. Isaiah, 2 for 3 at the foul line. Misses this one off the left iron. And it kicked out right. He'll get another. Into the game is Warren for the Tigers. Sanders comes out of the game with the 2 fouls. Isaiah's second free throw good. He's hit 3 of 5 free throws. He has 9 points, and the Bulldog lead is double digits again at 10. Tigers beat the press. Cifuentes going to the hole. Benjamin swats it, and then he collects it, and the Bulldogs headed the other way. Benjamin with a big collision in the open floor, and the foul against the Tigers. Wind knocked out of the young man that is called for the foul. And he gets up and is shaking it off. That's Guadalupe with his first. It'll be 1-1 for Benjamin. Bulldogs 25, Tigers 15 on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard. Benjamin, good free throw shooter, 87%. And Deuce's free throw on the way, good. He earns the bonus. Bulldogs by 11. Bulldogs 7 of 13 at the foul line. The Tigers are 1 for 1. Benjamin's second free throw good. He's got 8. And it's 27-15. The Bulldogs with the lead, and the Tigers beating the press again. They get it across half court, get it off to Bynum. Bynum makes the catch, holds the pivot foot in place as he stretches out, trying to slow down. Now he puts it on the floor. Picked up by Cruz. Bulldogs playing man-to-man defense. Out on top, Bickham. Bickham at the free throw line, dishes underneath. They get it to George. He's stuffed by Self. Self whistled for the foul. Third foul against the Bulldogs. It'll be free throws number 2 and 3 for the Tigers. And free throws 2 and 3 for Brett George, who's 1 for 1 at the line. He has 5 of the Tigers' 15 points thus far. And George's left-handed free throw, an air ball. Missed it all to the left. And the second free throw, good. 6 for George. And it's now 27-16, lost Cruces by 11. Tigers playing man-to-man defense. They switch as Benjamin takes it left to right. 3 from the right wing off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes out to Carr. He kicks it out. Valles drives it back in there, gives it off to Self. He goes baseline, head fake, banks it up, no good. Rebound grabbed by Benjamin. He throws it up wildly, and he got it to go. Benjamin in double figures with 10. 29-16. Lost Cruces by 13. Long pass to George. George gets his paws on it. The tip goes to Valles. Back the other way for Cruces to Benjamin. Benjamin, baseline right. Kicks to Self going to the bucket. He's mauled. He'll shoot 2. That's a fun team to watch, Las Cruces High. Isaiah Carr is already committed to Grand Canyon University. Self's free throw good. Caden 6'6", he's a senior. Averages 10.2. 30-16 Bulldogs. Next free throw in and out, no good. A little flat rebound to the Tigers. Deonta Bynum brings it across the timeline. Now moves to the middle of the floor off a screen, takes it to the right wing. He's double teamed now. They got him trapped. He gives it off in the right corner to George, slings it, and they swing it off into the left corner. Bickham, their leading scorer, has it now. He was in foul trouble in the first quarter, and he hasn't scored in the game. Bickham directs traffic. Now he drives, gets inside the three-point arc, skips it across into the right corner. Up with the basketball, Cifuentes. He'll put it up, no good. Rebound to Carr. Carr rebounds, outlets, gives it off to Valles. Valles flies up the floor. Valles slows it up on the right wing. Trailing is Benjamin. He has it now. Puts it on the floor on the right wing, and he'll launch an NBA three. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Bynum. Bynum across the timeline to the head of the key, into the paint, to the bucket, and Isaiah Carr blocks it and sends it over to Benjamin. Bulldogs the other way. Benjamin shovels it off, layup for Cruz. He nails it. Cruz has 5. Bulldogs lead it 32-16 with 4:10 to play in the half. So a block shot spurs a Bulldog fast break. Other way, they beat the press, get a layup and miss. Rebound to George. He's fouled. Warren couldn't nail the layup for the Tigers, but They got the rebound, and we'll get to the free throw line. It'll be Brett George, who's tugging on his jersey. Looks like he'd like to sub out of the game after his free throws. Some incentive to make it so he can go get a breather. He's huffing and puffing. Players having to wear masks. Most of them have them on properly. A couple of them are chin diapers. And the free throw up and no good by Brett George. I don't think it's so much they don't want to wear them. Well, I'm sure they don't want to wear them, but I think the masks slide as you play. They end up all over the place. Free throw by George on the way off the left side of the iron, no good, so he can't sub out because he missed both free throws. Rebound to the Tigers, put back no good. Rebound Benjamin. Benjamin across the timeline. Benjamin to the free throw line, to the bucket. His layup bounces off the crux of the iron, and it's saved into Carr. Carr lays it up and in and gets the bucket and a trip to the free throw line. He's got 11. 34-16, Las Cruces with the lead. 3:47 to play in the half. Carr will go to the line and shoot one, trying to complete the three-point play. Brett George picks up his second foul. He was the one that wanted to come out of the game while he was shooting free throws on the other end and get a breather. He's exhausted as he comes out of the game, working against Carr. Free throw by Isaiah is good. A dozen for Carr, who averages 18.4 a game. Bulldogs have scored 8 unanswered. Tigers with the basketball, beat the press, get underneath, but Carr's down there. They shoot over Carr. They get the bucket and a foul on Isaiah. Trey Sanders with the hoop. So a chance for a three-point play for the Tigers. Isaiah picks up his first, number 5 against the Bulldogs. And the free throw up off the back of the rim, no good. Isaiah Carr with the rebound for the Dogs. Gives it to Benjamin. Benjamin right hands it across the timeline with 3:30 to play in the game. Benjamin has him in a 1-4 set. Cifuentes picks him up defensively. Benjamin gets into the paint, rises, shoots, and scores from about 8. He's got a dozen. 37-18, Las Cruces with the lead. Into the front court, Warren kicks off left side. Bickham, he hasn't scored yet, and he's their leading scorer, drives it into the teeth of the defense and then kicks it out for a 3 that's missed. Cifuentes couldn't get it to go. Valles rebounds, lobs up for Carr. Carr catches it, puts it up, no good, draws the foul, and will go back to the line. Jason Warren picks up his second. 2 shots coming for Isaiah Carr. 4 of 6 at the free throw line. Hit his first 2, missed his next 2, hit his next 2. And he misses this one. So he's now 4 of 7 at the free throw line. Checking into the game for the Tigers, Diego Balderrama. Coming out is Jason Warren. 2:56 to play in the half. The Bulldogs by 19. Carr's second free throw on the way up the front of the rim, no good. He missed them both. Tigers rebound. Bickham, a 3 left wing, in and out, no good. He's still scoreless. Rebound to the Dogs. And a foul in the open floor on Bynum as he bumped the Bulldog, bringing it up. Estevan Francia. And he'll get free throws. They're in the 2-shot bonus, so he'll get 2 free throws. I was going to say 1 and 1, but they're beyond that. 2:44 to play in the half. The free throw on the way. Good. Estevan now 2 for 2 at the free throw line this year. Second free throw good. He nails them both. And the Bulldogs by 21. 2:44 to play in the half. Inbounds pass to Sanders. He gets it across the timeline. Then he loses the ball. Gets it back at the top of the circle. Bynum with it now. Bynum penetrates to the free throw line. And the jumper short. Rebound to the Tigers. Lost on the floor. Back to the Tigers. Bickham on the right wing. Bynum at the head of the key. Bynum with a jab step. Gives it off right side to Balderrama. Balderrama throws it away. And the Bulldogs Mitchell one-on-one going to the hole, lays it up no good, gets his own rebound, takes it up, and misses again. And he gets it back. Underneath, Caleb Carr with the bucket. Bulldogs lead at 41-18. Bickham, baseline right. Gives it off to Bynum. Bynum misses off the left side of the iron. Ball out of bounds. And it belongs to Alamogordo. Tigers get it in. Bickham with the layup. That's his first points of the game. He leads them at 12.5 points a ball game. Scoreboard reads Bulldogs 40, Tigers 18. Caleb Carr head of the key, right side. It goes to Cruz underneath to Caleb Carr. Banker no good. He'll go to the free throw line. Some more free throws coming for the Bulldogs. Caleb Carr 0 for 1 at the line. He has 4 points. Foul against Balderrama. Free throw by Carr, no good. 4 points for Carr. He missed the free throw. He's 0 for 2 at the line. So the Bulldogs lead at 40-18 on the scoreboard here in the gym. Carr's second free throw good. 41-18. That's what the scoreboard says. For some reason, I think it should be 41-20, but that's neither here nor there. I'll go with the scoreboard. If they correct it, then I'll correct it with them. Sanders, baseline left, operates against Hicks, crosses over, and Caleb Carr looks like he changed that shot if he didn't block it. Gets the rebound, gives it off to Hicks. No Benjamin and no Isaiah Carr right now for the Bulldogs. Tigers knock it out of bounds. Bulldog basketball on the far side. All the fans are up top here this afternoon. That's an adjustment I guess they're making due to the surge of illness going around. Cruz at the center circle. Cruz, top of the circle, gives it off. Caleb Carr, right of the lane, gives it off to Mitchell. Mitchell in the paint. He's stuffed, and a foul whistled against the Tigers. Picking up the foul was Trey Sanders, number 3 on him. And with 50 seconds, 5-0 to play in the half, 41-18, the Dogs lead it, and Mitchell will go to the free throw line. Mitchell, a 65% free throw shooter. And the first on the way, good. 42-18 Bulldogs. They've scored 7 unanswered if they don't give them that bucket to push it to 20. Mitchell at the line for his second free throw attempt. Scoreboard reads 42-18 Dogs. And the free throw on the way, good. 43-18 Bulldogs. Abraham Mitchell averages 2.9 points per game. Gets a steal, goes to the bucket, lays it up and in. He's got 4 now. And it's 45-18, Las Cruces in command. Tigers a 500 team. They double team. They get it to Cifuentes across the timeline. Sanders feeds it underneath. Lets one defender fly by. Puts it up. No good. Rebound pull down. Hicks in the open court to Mitchell. Too far underneath the bucket. Feeds it off to Carr trailing. Ball stripped away by Bickham. Bickham one-on-one against Cruz. Bickham goes to the hole. Lays it up and in. Kai Bickham with 4. And it's 45-20 now. Las Cruces with the lead. 8 seconds to play in the half. Cruz gets it across with 5 seconds. Dribbles between his legs with 3 seconds. Puts it up, and it's an air ball at the horn. So our halftime score, they just corrected the scoreboard. I was right all along. They've added 2 points for the Tigers. So at the half, it's the Bulldogs 45, the Tigers 22 on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard. And we'll take a break. Some halftime activities coming your way after this on Cool Oldies.
La Posta de Mesilla Restaurant and Cantina, a Mesilla Valley treasure and tradition since 1939. Wander through a lobby full of tropical birds and fish while dining in historic old adobe Adobe dining rooms, or outside in one of the most elegant courtyards in the Southwest. Although famous for their award-winning Mexican food, the best-kept secret may be their steak, chicken, and shrimp fajitas, and green chili cheeseburger. Top it off with La Posta's homemade empanadas and ice cream, or Mexican churros with their special chocolate sauce. And of course, a visit to La Posta is not complete with one of the award-winning margaritas, now including the new Margarita Mini Flight, La Posta de Masia. Still everyone's favorite stop on the old Butterfield Stagecoach Trail. La Posta de Masia wishes the Bulldogs, Knights, Trojans, and Hawks good luck tonight.
Pre-game sponsor Western Blend knows what it takes to grow successfully in Western soils. Western Blend offers microbially diverse and abundant inoculants targeted for New Mexico growing conditions. Plants can produce high yields when necessary nutrients are present in the soil. Western Blend can assist you to ensure the presence of those nutrients. Western Blend also sells acid-based liquid fertilizers, polyurethane tanks, and parts. Call 526-5946 or go to 7000 North Valley Drive to ask about Western Blend and what can be done for your soils.
Smooth, seamless build. Speed to keep up with the faster things of life. Size, perfect for your daily needs. And that's just our calculator. Beasley Mitchell & Company offers the full array of tax, accounting, and consulting services you would only expect from a large accounting firm while maintaining personal touch. Beasley Mitchell & Company, here for you so you can enjoy the finer things.
Get ready for the big game with a 10-person party pack from The Game for only $70. That is on point. Feed 10 people for $70. 40 wings served up to 5 sauces and ranch. 20 quart bats cut into bite-sized pieces, perfect for pickings. Pints of salsa and queso, including a bag of chips, plus quarantine quarts of margaritas. The Big Game, Sunday, February 13th. Order your Big Game party pack today. The Game Sports Bar and Grill 10-person party pack, a winning combination every time.
The halftime show is next.
I appreciate y'all tuning in.
On Cool Oldies 104.5.
All I want to know if you got your popcorn ready.
Welcome back. Jeff Matthews with you at the Bulldog Gymnasium. Halftime score, the Bulldogs 45, the Tigers 22 on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard. So another dominating first half of basketball for Las Cruces High. Take a look at the first half scoring. The stats are brought to you by the Real Man in Mesilla, right off the Mesilla Valley Plaza. Men's hats, women's hats, ascots, derbies, sun hats, all kinds of hats. Also has shirts, resort wear. Check it out, the Real Man in Mesilla. Bulldogs 15 of 25 at the free throw line. Alamogordo 2 for 6 at the foul line. Scoring totals, Bulldogs led by 2 in double figures. Benjamin with a dozen, Isaiah Carr with a dozen. 5 for Caleb Carr, 5 for David Cruz, 3 for Caden Self, 2 for Shug Valles, 2 for Francia, and 1 for Dustin Hicks. For Alamogordo, they're led by Brett George. The 6'7 junior center has 6, 4 for Sanders, 4 for Bickham. Bynum has 5, and Warren has 3. So those are the scoring totals here in the first half. Bulldogs 18-0, Alamogordo 7-7 coming into this afternoon's game. Bulldogs lead the Tigers 45-22 in this makeup game. We'll take a break. You're listening to Cool Oldies.
How long do you want this one?
However long you want to go. We're 6:12 to play in halftime.
Okay.
So whatever you need to do, if you need to catch up or anything.
Beasley Mitchell & Company offers the full array of tax, accounting, and consulting services you would only expect from a large accounting firm while maintaining personal touch. Beasley Mitchell & Company, here for you so you can enjoy the finer things.
Pre-game sponsor Western Blend knows what it takes to grow successfully in Western soils. Western Blend offers microbially diverse and abundant inoculants targeted for New Mexico growing conditions. Plants can produce high yields when necessary nutrients are present in the soil. Western Blend can assist you to ensure the presence of those nutrients. Western Blend also sells acid-based liquid fertilizers, polyurethane tanks, and parts. Call 526-5946 or go to 7000 North Valley Drive to ask about Western Blend and what can be done for your soils.
The Hacienda Grill, Inn, and Cantina in Mesilla is uniquely designed to offer an inviting, relaxed atmosphere where you can enjoy a casual yet elegant dining experience. Dine in their more formal grill or in the casual atmosphere of the Hacienda Cantina, indoors or outdoors, with spectacular views from the rooftop deck, Cantina Terrace, or pool deck. View your favorite sporting event in the Cantina while sipping on a variety of craft cocktails, a glass of wine from their extensive wine list, or your favorite cerveza. But it's the carefully prepared cuisine, including specialty appetizers, such as their queso fundido, freshly made guacamole, or Southwest calamari, and entrees, including a variety of seafood selections and succulent steaks that makes a visit to Hacienda de Mesilla a truly memorable dining experience. Like the Hacienda Arrachera steak, delicately seasoned with a signature blend of southwestern spices. In the mood for seafood, the Aggie Ale 1888 battered fish and chips are a hit, as well as the pecan-crusted Atlantic salmon and Chilean sea bass, topped with shrimp and crab meat. Hacienda de Mesilla also features a variety of salads, sandwiches, and delicious burgers, and of course the great flavor of their Mesilla Valley Mexican food. Try one of their specialties, the Blue Crab Blue Corn Green Chili Enchiladas. And a trip to Hacienda de Mesilla is not complete without trying their signature weekend brunch, including award-winning Bloody Marys and mimosas. Open 7 days a week. Hacienda de Mesilla Grill, Inn, and Cantina, a proud supporter of the Bulldogs, Trojans, Knights, and Hawks.
Tonight's game is presented by Ben Trujillo State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back. Jeff Matthews with you at the Dog Pound, as they call it. 45-22, Las Cruces with the lead over Alamogordo. Last night it was Mayfield coming from behind and beating Organ Mountain 67-64. It was a really large lead for Organ Mountain. They led it by 17 at one time, 50-33, and then Mayfield really tore it up in the second half in the comeback and outscored Organ Mountain 20-7 in the fourth quarter as Cameron Sowards went for 28 last night. 6 of 6 from the foul line, 22 from the floor. Had a couple of three-point buckets. Also 11 for AC Munoz and 10 for Jalen Green in the Trojan victory. So Mayfield's in second place in the district, and it's Mayfield and Las Cruces Tuesday night here. So we'll have to see how that one goes on Tuesday. It looks like just down south, Cruces just dominating everyone. They've had a couple of close games. They had a tight one over in Hobbs. It was a 4-point game going in the fourth quarter, and Las Cruces ended up winning 70-55. Their opener was against Chapin, El Paso Chapin, who's highly ranked in Texas. They're a top 10 team in their classification, which I think is 5A in Texas. And Cruces won that game 62-61. That was the night of the Aggie Lobo game here. So that's a couple of tight ones the Bulldogs had. So we'll see Tuesday. It's Mayfield and Las Cruces here at the Bulldog Gym. Bulldogs beat Centennial handily last night. It was last Saturday when we watched the Bulldogs dismantle Organ Mountain here, 93-47. So Bulldogs pretty much blowing everybody out here recently. Volcano Vista, when you look statewide, they're undefeated. In fact, they're ranked number 1 on Max Preps. They played what amounts to a tougher schedule, and they have stayed unbeaten. So that's something to keep your eye on if you're a prep sports fan and a high school basketball fan. We're about a minute away from second half action. Pause for this break. We'll start the second half after this on Cool Oldies. Bulldogs up 45-22. Yeah, you can go shorter if you want. There's 38 seconds till the second half starts. Thank you.
Call 526-5946 or go to 7000 North Valley Drive to ask about Western Blend and what can be done for your soils.
Tonight's game is presented by Venture Hill State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
An afternoon affair here at the Dog Pound. Bulldogs 45, Tigers 22 at the half. Add balance and wellness to your daily routine with Be Hempful Premium High CBD. Be Hempful is locally grown, produced, and manufactured under the warm New Mexico sun. Be Hempful offers high-quality, full-spectrum CBD oils, soothing pain balms, and gourmet gummies, too. Be Hempful is proud to support our Las Cruces community and student athletes. Order Be Hempful products online at behempful.earth. www.behempful.earth. 45-22 Dogs. It'll be Bulldog basketball to begin the second half. Bulldogs will be going to the basket away from me. I'm kind of hovering over the basket on the eastern side, northeastern side. They moved everybody up top, and I'm fine with this spot. I'm kind of in a little nook and cranny here. But the Bulldog offense will be going to the other end. Benjamin lobs to Carr, slam dunk on the alley-oop right out of halftime. 14 for Isaiah, and a dunk to start the third quarter. Tiger basketball. They beat the press. George in the paint. Puts it up, no good. Rebound to Carr, and he outlets to Benjamin. 47-22 Bulldogs, 7:28 to play in the third. Left corner three from Cruz is good. So the Bulldogs hot out of the gate here in the second half, up 50-22 on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard. Tigers get it off to George. George out on top to Bynum. Bynum to Bickham, back to Bynum. Bynum at the center circle. Caden Self draws that defensive assignment, but he's laying off of him back to the three-point circle. So Fuentes off a screen at the head of the key. Swings it off to Bynum, wide open off a screen. He misses the three. Rebound to George. He lays it up and in. Brett George has 8. And it's 50-24. Las Cruces leads it. 6:50 to play third quarter. Benjamin walks it up for the Dogs, gives it off to Valles, gets it back. Cruz comes to screen. Benjamin uses the screen, goes right of the key, now penetrates. Floater, a little long. Weak side rebound, tip up and in by Cruz. Cruz, not very tall. So that was a nice rebound putback for the little guys out there. 52-24, Las Cruces with the lead. Other end, a layup attempt by Warren. He's fouled, and he will shoot two. I think Carr picks up the foul. Well, there was two Bulldogs there. We'll see who they come. Carr was one of the two guys there. Benjamin the other. It's on Benjamin. It's his first. Bulldogs aren't in any foul trouble. And so Jason Warren, the 6'3 sophomore, will go to the free throw line. He has 3 points in the game, a 55% free throw shooter. Alamogordo does not shoot free throws well. 44% for the ball club on the season. And they are 2 for 6 here this afternoon. 2 coming for Jason Warren. 6:24 to play in the third. Free throw on the way, in and out, no good. So they continue to shoot free throws to their season-long statistical form. 52-24 Dogs, 6:24 to play third quarter. Second free throw on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Benjamin. Benjamin trots it up, gets it across the timeline, feeds it off right side, gets it back. Tigers are going to try a zone here, a 1-2-2 zone. Left side of the lane, itself to Cruz for three. Got it. Cruz shot over the zone. He has 13. He's having a breakout afternoon. 55-24, the Bulldogs with the lead. George to the bucket. Carr swats the shot. Up with it's Benjamin. Benjamin ahead to Self. Self one-on-one against Bickham. Bickham comes out on him and cuts him off. Self loses the ball out of bounds. Turnover. It's Tiger basketball. Cruz averages 7.6 points per game. He has 13 here this afternoon. He's a 38% three-point shooter. Here come the Tigers. Down the lane, Bynum. Bynum dishes off to George. Taken away. Up with it is Valles. Valles in the open floor. Goes to the rack. Lays it up. No good. A little too strong. He ended up on his wallet. Rebound by Warren to Bickham. Ahead to Bynum. Bynum drives on Carr. Goes all the way through and out the other side. Now he's dribbling around the three-point line and backs it away. Self on him. Self 6'6", Bynum's a guard, and a diminutive at 5'10". Here's a three for Cifuentes. He hits. John Henry Cifuentes with the three-point bucket, a 40% three-point shooter. Gets his first points of the game, 55-27. The Dogs lead it. 3 minutes gone in the third quarter. Cruz underneath to Carr. Carr from point-blank range. Contested shot, no good. Gets his own rebound. Goes to the other side of the bucket and lays it up and in off the glass. 16 for Isaiah. Bulldogs with a steal in the press. Benjamin drives to the hole, banks it up, but he missed it. Rebound pulled down by the Tigers. Cifuentes brings it up. Benjamin gives chase, reaches in for the steal. Cifuentes keeps it away from him. One-handed pass to Bynum with 4:30 to play in the third quarter. Bulldogs by 30. We're nearing the mercy rule area where the clock goes into a running mode. Bynum out front right side. Feeds it off inside to George. George to the hole. Shot blocked by Carr. Up with it is Valles. Bulldogs want to run. Got a 3-on-2. Benjamin left wing. They'll slow it up. Feeds it out on top to Cruz. Wide open look at a three. He's hot and he drains it. He's got 16 now. 60-27. The Bulldogs lead it by 33. And the Bulldogs continue to press. Bynum in the backcourt. Feeds it across the timeline to Cifuentes. Cifuentes one-hands it off to Bickham. Three from the right wing. And it's no good. Rebound George. He laid it up and in. Good box out by Warren. Got George the rebound and the easy bucket. 60-29. The Bulldogs lead it by 31. 3:36 to play in the third quarter. Man-to-man defense is trip for Alamogordo. They tried a zone a couple of trips ago. Benjamin left side of the key. 2-point jumper in and out, no good. Rebound to Warren. He tosses it off to Deonta Bynum. Bynum brings it across the timeline. Sends it off to Bickham on the right wing. Back to Bynum. Bynum feeds it out on top. Warren right side to Cifuentes. Cifuentes to George. And George gets it out on top to Bynum on the far sideline. Bynum gets a screen, brings it left side. Double team. Carr steps in for a steal. One-on-one with George, and he slams it home. Isaiah Carr with the dunk. 18 for Carr, 62-29. The Bulldogs lead it, and the Bulldogs all gesturing like the Dodgers did when they did stuff last year where they tapped the top of their head. Maybe that's the Isaiah Carr got a dunk movement. Anyway, Bulldogs up 62-29, 2:30 to play third quarter. Bickham, top of the circle. Bickham feeds it down low. Warren, shot blocked by Carr. It goes to Benjamin. Benjamin heading down the floor, lost it. It was poked away by Bynum and out of bounds. It'll be Bulldog basketball. Caleb Carr in. Dustin Hicks in. Abraham Mitchell in. Isaiah Carr comes out. Cruz with the hot hand. He comes out. And Caden Self comes out of the game. Cruz is on fire. 11 in the third quarter. 16 for the game. And he's getting a breather now, and we've got a timeout. 2:19 to play in the third quarter, a 1-minute break. Bulldogs 62, Tigers 29 on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard on Cool Oldies.
Pre-game sponsor Western Blend knows what it takes to grow successfully in Western soils. Western Blend offers microbially diverse and abundant inoculants targeted for New Mexico growing conditions. Plants can produce high yields when necessary nutrients are present in the soil. Western Blend can assist you to ensure the presence of those nutrients. Western Blend also sells acid-based liquid fertilizers, polyurethane tanks, and parts. Call 526-5946 or go to 7000 North Valley Drive to ask about Western Blend and what can be done for your soils.
Smooth, seamless build. Speed to keep up with the faster things in life. Size, perfect for your daily needs. And that's just our calculator. Offers the full array of tax, accounting, and consulting services you would only expect from a large company while maintaining personal easily ritual. Here for you so you can enjoy your fine work.
KWML Las Cruces, broadcasting on K283CG on 104.5 FM, AM 570, and online at cool1045fm.com.
Well, welcome back. Jeff Matthews with you at the Dog Pound. Glad to have you along on Cool Oldies and on Mesilla Valley News Facebook and YouTube channels for the video stream. 62-29 Dogs, 2:16 to play in the third quarter. And the Bulldogs get it in. Man-to-man defense for the Tigers. Benjamin top of the circle, drives, gets to the bucket, shoots and scores. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line. That gives Benjamin 14. That was his first hoop of the second half. And it's 64-29 Las Cruces with the lead. And Deuce, an 87% free throw shooter, drains it. He's got 15. And it's 65-29. The Bulldogs lead it. Tigers trying to get it in against the press. They get it into Guadalupe. Into the front court to Sanders. Benjamin has him. Out on top to Bynum. Bynum dribbling with the left hand, being hounded by Valles. Bynum at the free throw line. Now Hicks dives in for a steal and knocked it away for a second. Tigers still have it, though. Bynum puts it on the floor. One-step dribble. Feeds it off to Guadalupe. Guadalupe pivots with it. He drives. Collision, and Valles fouled him. So Guadalupe got by Valles, and then Valles fouled him, his second. Neither team in the 1-1. 65-29 Bulldogs. And the clock is running with 1:23 and counting to play in the third quarter. Tigers look to get it in. Sanders gets it in. George feeds it out to Bynum. Hicks on him. Sanders with a screen. Bulldogs switch. Bynum out near the center stripe. Gives it off to Guadalupe. Guadalupe guarded by Cruz. Bickham with it now. He's our leading scorer. Hasn't really gotten on track this afternoon. George to Bickham. He'll launch a three, left corner, in and out, no good. He just had a hard time getting it to go today. Ball saved in. Bulldogs breaking. Mitchell going the other way. Mitchell to the rack. Lays it up. No good. Rebound to Bickham. Good hustle to get back there and rebound the miss. And a traveling on Bickham trying to outlet. 36 seconds to play in the third quarter. The clock rolling under the auspices of the basketball mercy rule. Dogs 65, Tigers 29. Pass entered with the basketball is Hicks out in between the circles. He gives it off to Mitchell right of the key. Mitchell in the right corner gives it to Cruz. Cruz puts it on the floor, drives the wing, stops, pops, and he hits. He's really, really hot. He's got 18 points this afternoon. 67-29 Bulldogs with 3 seconds to play in the third quarter. And there's the horn. And that's the end of the third quarter. The Bulldogs 67, the Tigers 29 on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard on Cool Oldies.
La Posta de Mesilla Restaurant and Cantina, a Mesilla Valley treasure and tradition since 1939. Wander through a lobby full of tropical birds and fish while dining in historic old adobe dining rooms, or outside in one of the most elegant courtyards in the Southwest. Although famous for their award-winning Mexican food, the best-kept secret may be their steak, chicken, and shrimp fajitas, and green chili cheeseburger. Top it off with La Posta's homemade empanadas and ice cream, or Mexican churros with their special chocolate sauce. And of course, a visit to La Posta is not complete with one of the award-winning margaritas, now including the new Margarita Flight, La Posta de Mesilla. Still everyone's favorite stop on the old Butterfield Stagecoach Trail. La Posta de Mesilla wishes the Bulldogs, Knights, Trojans, and Hawks good luck tonight.
Tonight's game is presented by Prince Trujillo State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, now I'm hungry. That sounds pretty good, La Posta. 67-29 Bulldogs as we begin the fourth quarter, Tiger basketball. Guadalupe across the timeline, working against Valles. Man-to-man for the Dogs. Bulldogs have the starters back in there. Bynum at the head of the key, gives it off to Bickham. Left wing three, missed it badly. Rebound Carr. Carr gives it off to Benjamin. Bickham averages 12.5 a game. He has 4. Benjamin hits a 3 on the other end. That gives him 18. And the Bulldog lead grows to 70-29. Bulldogs outscored Alamogordo 22-11 in the third quarter. Guadalupe gives it off to Bynum. Bynum to Bickham at the head of the key. They swing it right side for a 3 from Guadalupe. Front iron glass, no good. Rebound to Isaiah Carr, ahead to Benjamin. Kicks it left corner. Baez with it on the left wing. Benjamin straightaway 3. No good. Rebound yanked down by Sanders of Alamogordo. 7 minutes to play in the game. Bynum out front left side. Bulldogs looking to go 19-0. Won state championships in the William Benjamin era a couple of times. Layup by Sanders is good. Sanders was 6. 70-31 Bulldogs. Bulldogs won the championship with the Kai Williams, Joe Garza, Trevor Noel team. Then they won it the COVID year when the pit was empty with a different group, Corbalon and company. Self-scores. Caden with 5, and it's 72-31 Ducks. Bulldogs have played for the championship a couple other times. Last year they lost to Cleveland. Self is hammered, and he'll go to the free throw line. It's fouling him was Trey Sanders. That's his 4th, and Self will go to the free throw line and shoot 2, where he's 3 for 6. Bulldogs lost once to Volcano Vista in the state championship and lost once to Cleveland last season. Well, that would have been this calendar. No, I guess last calendar year was in the summer, May of 21, when we got back to some activities after the shutdown. Caden Self's free throw good. He has 6. Fact is, that Las Cruces victory over Capital in the pit with no fans was right at the start of the lockdowns. And it was a surreal experience back then, and we're still dealing with it, obviously. Self's second free throw, no good. A game that probably would have had 12 or 13,000 people at it, had nobody at it. But the Bulldogs won the state championship that night. Corbalon had a big game. Isaiah Carr on the ball club. He was just a sophomore. Deuce was on the ball club. They had beaten Clovis in the quarterfinals in a really tight affair. That game came down to the last couple of seconds. They pulled that one out. Then the next day, that night is when they announced no more fans. Then the Bulldogs beat Volcano Vista in the semifinals. I did that from the conference room at the radio station, watching the live stream. Then they let us in the pit for the championship game, and the Bulldogs beat Capital in a surreal experience that I'll never forget. And the Bulldogs pulled out that state championship victory. Good ball game, and that's the last time they won it all. 5:16 to play in the game. Bulldogs 73, Tigers 31. It's Alamogordo basketball. They're sprinkling some people in there. Here's a 3 from Guadalupe, left corner, no good. Rebound comes down on the far side. Bulldogs with it at the head of the key. Francia with it at the top of the circle. Feeds it off to Caleb Carr. Carr fires it off left side, taken away. Driving the floor for Alamogordo and scoring is Guadalupe. 73-33, the Bulldogs lead it. 4:39 to play in the game. And the Bulldogs lose it, and Alamogordo comes out of there with it. Here's a 2-point bucket right of the key. No good. Missing was John Henry Cifuentes. Bulldogs rebound. Caleb Carr, and a foul against the Tigers. Josh Martinez in there as well, number 20. I have him as 22. That was the problem. Couldn't figure out who he was, and now I got it figured out. Josh Martinez has it right now, right at the key. Nice feed inside. Then it's kicked out to Caleb Carr. Carr in the right corner. Feeds a backdoor cutter, and the ball grabbed by the Bulldogs. Josh Martinez, and a whistle on a drive. Neither team's in the bonus, 3:26 and counting to play in the game. Foul goes against number 10. And I don't have a 10 for Alamogordo, but I guess he picked it up. Here's Caleb Carr, left-handed shot right underneath the bucket, good. He's got 7, 75-33, the Bulldogs with the lead. And the Tigers bring it up. 2:57 and counting to play in the game. Balderrama, top of the circle, working on Caleb Carr. Zoha's checked into the game. Frank Zoha. Out on top, Guadalupe. Here's Zoha, has it go through his hands, grabs it. And they swing it around. Out on top with the basketball is Sanders. Sanders works on Caleb Carr. Sanders will put it up over him, and it won't fall for him after hopping on the rim twice. Rebound to Caleb Carr. He gets it ahead to Estevan Francia, who finishes. That's 4 points for him, his first field goal. 77-33 Dogs, 2:15 to play third quarter. Sanders with the basketball for the Tigers, kills his dribble. Bulldogs overplay, gets it off to Guadalupe. He drives, then kicks, and it goes out of bounds. Off the Tigers, Bulldog basketball with 2 minutes to play in this one. 77-33, Las Cruces rolling again to go 19-0 here this afternoon. Big second half for David Cruz. Big first half for Deuce and Carr, Isaiah Carr. Francia right of the key, bounces it off to Caleb Carr. Caleb pivots, gives it off right side. With the basketball for the Bulldogs is Timothy Wilkins. And Bulldogs slips and falls Francia. Turnover, Tiger basketball. Tigers in the open floor with 1:28 to play in the game. Out front left side, Guadalupe with it. 1:18 and counting. Out on top, Zoha. Zoha swings it off right side, stolen away. It's Cisneros laying it up and in, and he's fouled, and it counts, and he'll earn a trip to the free throw line. Zoha picks up the foul. Cisneros with the bucket. And it's 79-33, Las Cruces with the lead, with 51 seconds to play in the game. Free throw good. 3-point play accomplished by Cisneros, the junior. Gives the Bulldogs 80. 80-33 Dogs, 34 seconds to play. Sanders, free throw line jumper on the way, no good. Rebound pulled down by Balderrama. Balderrama double team. Gives it off to Zoha. Zoha drives to the free throw line. Dishes underneath to Sanders. He's fouled by Carr. Puts it up and in. And it counts. Sanders with 8. Makes it 80-35 Las Cruces. And a free throw coming for Sanders. And he missed the free throw. Carr rebounds. Carr was going to throw it back to the referee, but it was an and one. And there's the horn. Game is final. Bulldogs 80, Tigers 33 on the Steve Barrett Real Estate scoreboard. Give you the post-game totals and wrap it up after this on Cool Oldies.
Get ready for the big game with a 10-person party pack from The Game for only $70. That is on point. Feed 10 people for $70. 40 wings served up to 5 sauces and ranch. 20 quart bats cut into bite-sized pieces, perfect for pickings. Pints of salsa and queso, including a bag of chips, plus quarantine quarts of margaritas. The big game, Sunday, February 13th. Order your big game party pack today. The Game Sports Bar and Grill 10-person party pack, a winning combination every time.
High-game sponsor Western Blend knows what it takes to grow successfully in Western soils. Western Blend offers microbially diverse and abundant inoculants targeted for New Mexico growing conditions. Plants can produce high yields when necessary nutrients are present in the soil. Western Blend can assist you to ensure the presence of those nutrients. Western Blend also sells acid-based liquid fertilizers, polyurethane tanks, and parts. Call 526-5946 or go to 7000 North Valley Drive to ask about Western Blend and what can be done for your soils.
Smooth, seamless build. Speed to keep up with the faster things in life. Size, perfect for your daily needs. And that's just our calculator. Beasley Mitchell & Company offers the full array of tax, accounting, and consulting services you would only expect from a large accounting firm while maintaining a personal brand. Beasley Mitchell & Company, here for you so you can enjoy the finer things in life.
La Posta de Mesilla Restaurant and Cantina, a Mesilla Valley treasure and tradition since 1939. Wander through a lobby full of tropical birds and fish while dining in historic old adobe dining rooms, or outside in one of the most elegant courtyards in the Southwest. Although famous for their award-winning Mexican food, the best-kept secret may be their steak, chicken, and shrimp fajitas, and green chili cheeseburger. Top it off with La Posta's homemade empanadas and ice cream, or Mexican churros with their special chocolate sauce. And of course, a visit to La Posta is not complete with one of the award-winning margaritas, now including the new Margarita Mini Flight. La Posta de Mesilla, still everyone's favorite stop on the old Butterfield Stagecoach Trail. La Posta de Mesilla wishing the Bulldogs, Knights, Trojans, and Hawks
But I would
good luck tonight.
Who cares?
And balance and
Their cord's long. You can move the chair out to the where it's open.
The offers high-quality, full-spectrum CBD oils, soothing pain bombs, and gourmet gummies too. Pimento's proud to support our Las Cruces community.
They're around the infected.
Online. Behemful.it. That's Behemful.it. Tonight's game is presented by Trujillo State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back. 80-33. The Bulldogs win it here this afternoon. Take a look at the final scoring in this game for the Bulldogs. Led by William Benjamin and David Cruz with 18 points apiece. Also 18 for Isaiah Carr. 7 for Caleb Carr. 4 points for Mitchell, 4 points for Francia, 4 points for Mitchell, 6 for Self. Bulldogs end up going 18 of 29 from the foul line, while the Tigers go 2 of 9 from the foul line. Tigers were led by one player in double figures, 6'7" junior, Brett George. He had 10. 8 from the floor, 2 from the free throw line. 8 for Sanders, 5 for Bynum, 3 for Warren, 3 for Cifuentes. Bickham had 4. He averages 12.5 a game, so the Bulldogs did a good job on him. So the Bulldogs wind up with 3 in double figures, Cruz, Benjamin, and Isaiah Carr. It was 22-13 Dogs at the end of 1, 45-22 at the half, 67-29 at the end of 3, and then the clock melted away under the mercy rule. Bulldogs win it 80-35 to move their mark to 19-0. The Tigers fall to 7-8. Next up for the Bulldogs, they take on the Trojans on Tuesday here. So we'll take a break. We'll wrap it all up after this on Cool Oldies. Bulldogs win it 80-35.
The Hacienda Grill Inn and Cantina.
Yes, sir. You need one more after this? Okay.
Dining experience. Dine in their more formal grill or in the casual atmosphere of the Hacienda Cantina, indoors or outdoors.
Yeah, it was one of those deals. There wasn't a whole lot of timeouts.
Your favorite sporting event in the cantina while sipping on a variety of craft cocktails, a glass of wine from your extensive wine list, or your favorite cerveza. But it's the carefully prepared cuisine.
Sounds good.
Specialty appetizers such as the queso fundido, freshly made guacamole,
Okie dokie.
calamari, and entrees.
Thank you.
succulent steaks that makes a visit to Hacienda de Mesilla a truly memorable dining experience. Like the Hacienda Arrachera steak, delicately seasoned with a signature blend of South
We have one more break.
the Aggie Ale 1888 battered fish and chips are a hit, as well as the pecan-crusted Atlantic salmon and Chilean sea bass, topped with shrimp and crab. Hacienda de Mesilla also features a variety of salads, sandwiches, and delicious burgers, and of course, the great flavor of the Mesilla Valley Mexican food. Try one of their specialties, the blue crab blue corn green chili enchiladas. And a trip to Hacienda de Mesilla is not complete without trying their signature weekend brunch, including award-winning Bloody Marys and mimosas. Open 7 days a week. Hacienda de Mesilla, Grill, Inn, and Canteen. A proud supporter of the Bulldawgs, Trojans, Knights, and Hawks.
Pre-game sponsor Western Blend knows what it takes to grow successfully in Western soils. Western Blend offers microbially diverse and abundant inoculants targeted for New Mexico growing conditions. Plants can produce high yields when necessary nutrients are present in the soil. Western Blend can assist you to ensure the presence of those nutrients. Western Blend also sells acid-based liquid fertilizers, polyurethane tanks, and parts. Call 526-5946 or go to 7000 North Valley Drive to ask about Western Blend and what can be done for your soils.
Tonight's game is presented by Ben Trujillo State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to the Bulldog Gym. The Bulldogs win 80-35 this afternoon over Alamogordo after defeating Centennial last night 87-51. And William Benjamin, the head coach of the Bulldogs, joins us as the Dogs now move their mark to 19-0. Well, you played last night, come back the next day, play. That's always a trap on occasion, but you guys came out ready to go, it looked like. Oh, hold on. Let me turn you up. Okay.
All right.
There you go.
We good?
Yeah, we're good. Sorry about that.
No worries.
I was working alone, so I left that one. I left that one potted down.
Solo. The kids did a good job of focusing. You know, it's always tough to come, play a back-to-back. They did a good job of focusing. Did a good job of coming out right from the beginning and establishing what it is they wanted to do, executed, and we ended up coming out on top.
Well, I thought a guy that I noticed this afternoon that really had the hot hand was David Cruz.
Man, he shot tremendous. You know, he nailed some threes. He hit some wide open threes. He also hit a little pull up. Like, David's just been getting more and more confidence in himself each game. And he's a tremendous shooter, and he's been shooting like that all year. I think he's shooting 40% from three. So David can really stroke that ball. He's getting wide open looks, and he's taking advantage of it.
Well, you know, it's always nice to be able to get the guys deep on the bench into the game, and they actually got quite a bit of minutes here this afternoon.
Yeah, we want to try. We don't know how this thing's going to end up. Whenever we have an opportunity, those are quality minutes to me, as far as getting some young guys or getting some guys who hasn't been playing a lot, an opportunity to get out there on the court. And they went out there and they did what they were supposed to do.
Tuesday, I think you got a little matchup against Mayfield.
Man, that's the rival, right?
Yeah, those used to be a big deal. Are they still a big deal?
Man, we've had success now over the past 6 years, but it's still Mayfield, and new coach over there has been doing a tremendous job. He has them sitting in second place. They had a big win last night over in Yate. I believe they're 4-1. He's just been doing, for him to be a first-year coach and to have his team sitting in second place in the district, going 4-1 for this first part of the district, just that's tremendous. He's doing a tremendous job by doing that. We have some veteran coaches in this district, and for him to come in for his first year and have those kids buy into his system, do what it is that he likes, and for them to be sitting in second place is tremendous. So we're going to have our work cut out for us. They have absolutely nothing to lose coming up in here. So they're really sitting in a very, very nice position, win or lose. They're in a nice position. But he needs to be commended on the job that he's done as far as getting Mayfield back into kind of contention and renewing this Mayfield Cruces rivalry thing as far as basketball.
Very good. So Tuesday night, is that here or there?
Tuesday night will be here, 7 o'clock, man.
And so far they let fans in today and moved everybody up top. I don't know what's coming next, but that seemed to work.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the crowd that we anticipated or what we've been having all year, but it is what it is. We have to deal with the situation, And I mean, man, I want to encourage people to come out, but at the same time, I think it'll be streamed, and hopefully we can get you on the radio, Jeff, and so folks can listen to it. And but hopefully we can get it online, because this year's team, this is a very special team.
Yeah,
this is a very special team for the city of Las Cruces, to come see. I don't know if you're going to see a combination of Deuce and Carr, let alone in Las Cruces, but in the state. A 7-footer that can run and finish, and a guard that's very dynamic, that can score and pass. You don't see a combination like that a lot in the city, So I would encourage everybody to, whether you're a Cruces fan or not, they're playing a good brand of basketball, and it's very entertaining, and it's very fun to watch. So I would definitely encourage everybody to come out to the game on Tuesday to come check them out.
All right. Well, thanks for the visit, and congratulations on a resounding victory, undefeated, and got it rolling. Keep it rolling.
We're going to try, Jeff, and thank you for everything that you do. Now, are you going to be doing the game Tuesday?
I think so. I think that's the plan.
Man, that's beautiful.
I don't know. We're streaming video today and audio, and we're having I don't know if we have personnel for Tuesday. That's up to other people.
So this was actually streamed?
Yeah, we streamed it to Mesilla Valley News, Facebook channel, YouTube channel. I do the radio part.
Okay.
And then they're doing the video part.
Beautiful.
And then they're hooking into our radio box for audio, and then the video. I don't really have much to do with that. I'm pretty busy with this end, but I think it went good today. Did it go good? Yeah, went good. So
beautiful.
People were able to see it, and we'll see what happens down the line.
Let's just keep it going.
Kind of depends on if people are available.
Right. Let's hope people are available. Hope we can keep it, just kind of keep it going, and man, like I said, hopefully folks can come out, but if not, we got you. We got it online, and so people can see this team play. Like I said, it's a very special group of kids, and like I said, you're not going to see a duo of Deuce and Carr. You're not going to see a duo like that for a long time.
Well, I've been doing this since the mid '80s. Well, I'm getting old, but I'm thinking back, David Mosley, and then you had Jonathan Willis and Trujillo, the big kids at Mayfield. You had some. Morrow had a really good team with guards. You had Gonzalo Corbalone, and you had Garza and Noel and Kai Williams.
Right. I had Mondo Marshall.
Remember
Remember McCants was at Oñate.
Yeah.
But McCants was so dynamic as an athlete, but the style that Oñate played, it wasn't fun to watch. You didn't get to see him do.
Yeah, they got knocked out in the semis like 22-20 or something like that, because they held the ball the whole game.
I mean, to see Deuce push the ball and see Carr run the court, he's catching lobs.
Alley-oop to start the third quarter. I like that. Did you draw that up special? How'd that happen?
Man, I got lucky. But no, they're very dynamic, and what they're doing is very special. So I would encourage the community to come check them out.
Yeah, it's a fine collection of players, and they're rolling, and we've had some good teams in this city. You won a couple championships, ended kind of a long drought with your first one for Las Cruces High in general. They haven't won a whole bunch in many, many years, and now you've won 2 during your tenure and played for it 4 times. So,
yes, sir.
But when you look back at all the teams that we've had come through here, you're right. This is kind of a special bunch. There's no doubt about it. Who are you talking to?
I don't know. Some crazy lady down there.
Hey, thanks for the visit.
Hey, thank you.
All right. Congratulations. All right. That'll do it for our coverage this afternoon. I want to thank Gino Aragon back at the Cool Oldies studio, and thank Ernesto Garcia, who is helping on the video version here on the Mesilla Valley News outlets. And on Cool Oldies, it was Gino Aragon producing. I'm Jeff Matthews. Final score one more time. Bulldogs 80, Tigers 35. The Bulldogs are 19-0. Have a good weekend, everybody. We'll talk to you Tuesday.
La Posta